Hey everybody, it's here Patsy, and I'm here to do a twin flame reading. Um, as I was led, I don't know what's going on. I got an energy this morning, a message from Spirit that said to do a reading, and first it said Sagittarius, and then it said Aquarius, and then when I got, ready to start to do just a regular general reading, Spirit said no, together, twin flame reading. So I am going to be obedient this morning, and so we are doing a reading for a twin flame where one partner is an Aquarius and the other partner is Sagittarius. They gave me at some point that the Aquarius was the male and the Sagittarius was the masculine energy and the Sagittarius was the feminine energy, but that can interchange also. All right, so we'll see. So I was told to treat this reading not as if it's about the partners only or per se, but to make the relationship a third party to it. So the relationship itself is the overall, because this is a twin flame, right? So it is of importance of some it is of some importance to the scheme of things, to the divine plan, that this relationship gels in some manner, whether it be romantic, whether it be platonic, business, whatever. But in order for each of these spirit beings to work out their contract on this human plane, the relationship is part of that plan. Whether it continues together or not, this relationship at this time, to get these two people to recognize each other and be going through these ascension processes together and supporting one another, hopefully, at some point. This is the reason the relationship was created in the first place, right? This romantic relationship was created for this reason, just to get your attention, our attention. So I'm going to use, this is the card for Aquarius, and that's using the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle cards, and this is the card for Sagittarius using that same deck. All right, so I'll have all of the names of the cards in the description box beneath this video. So I took those energies out just so I could keep track of what's going on. I'm going to also be using the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Reunited deck by Christabel Jessica. Okay. But first, let's see what I did, what I thought of, what Spirit said to do when it came to the relationship itself. So using the astrology reading cards, which is a separate deck, this is by ALISON, CHESTER-LAMBERT. I'm going to get one card from the planet deck, part of the deck. This deck has 3 sections, and each section is 12 cards. One is the planet section, the next is Zodiac, and the next is the house. So The planet talks about what planet is influencing your personality at this time. The energy that's influencing the astrological energy for the zodiac sign is the zodiac part of the deck. And the part of your life that is being affected is the house. And that comes from the house part of the deck. So I'm going to try and see if I can get something for the relationship itself. So the relationship between Aquarius and Sagittarius, this twin flame relationship spirit. Could you tell me what is the planet who is ruling this relationship, or that's guiding this relationship for our Aquarius and our Sagittarius for this reading? And I don't think I need to put a time on this reading. It's just going to be up for whoever catches it when they need to. So for Aquarius, and it could be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It could be an Aquarius moon. I don't know. As same for Sagittarius, could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Moon, and Mars. Same for Aquarius, Mars. All right, let's just see. Don't let me get an energy with a cut. Okay. All right, so that'll be the planet card. And we have Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Neptune. So this is a fantasy. This relationship is a yearning. Something that you all longed for. But you could be fooling yourselves maybe, or not seeing things clearly. The energy that's influencing this relationship, which zodiac sign is influencing this relationship, taking it where it wants it to go, basically. Okay, for the Sagittarius and the Aquarius. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. What's that? Okay. Libra. Balance. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Balance. Now, we know that Sagittarius is temperance, which is also balance. Justice is Libra. Balance, justice, diplomacy. So, an Aquarius is a water carrier. So there's a lot of emotion. Could be very emotional situation for the Aquarius energy. is what I'm hearing. And in this deck, the Aquarius is actually a number 11. So this is a manifestation, a manifester, a magician. That's what I heard, a magician. A manifester. He can think it without even letting on. No one, the energy is coming from inside, but he may mask it. But there's a passion that goes from his crown chakra all the way down to his solar plexus, to his root chakra. But his heart is not as lit up as his head and his gut. Just like it passes right past his heart. That's why he's able to keep holding on to that mask. That's why he keeps holding on to that mask, to protect that part of his energy, his heart energy that isn't as strong or as lit. It isn't as enlightened as he is, as is his logic and his passion, his sexuality, but maybe not his heart. Okay, so, all right, the house cards talk about what part of life is being affected by the events that this relationship is going through. So it could be any house. It could be a house that deals with your security, your money, your love, your friends, your family. So we'll see what part of your life is being affected by this relationship, this relationship. Or what is this? Maybe there's a lesson about this part of your life that is being directed by this relationship. So maybe this relationship is directed towards teaching you all a lesson about this part of life. Okay. Oh, thank you, Spirit. All right, that's the question. Y'all got it, right, cards? That this relationship is geared, programmed. This particular lesson to teach or to strengthen this particular part of your relationship. It's a lesson. It is the 7th house. The area of your house is about long-term, significant partnerships, romantic, business, or family. 7th house is love, right? When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars, right? The 7th house, the age of Aquarius. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Just a song I know from a play. I think it was Hair. I think that's the name of the show. But you can Google Age of Aquarius. Everybody knows that song. Hopefully. If not, it's not hard to learn. It's pretty though. And then there's a version of that song that was done by the Fifth Dimension. That was their biggest. That was their first hit, I think. The Fifth Dimension was the name of the group. There were 5 people in it, and 2 of them were married, Bill and Mary. And the song that they made, "Why Don't You Marry Me, Bill?" Oh, okay. I say, okay, okay, I got you. See what this is. I say, go. Very good, very good, Ingo. That was good. That was good. Alrighty then. So we have an Aquarius male and a Sagittarius female who are involved in a twin flame relationship that right now is being ruled by Neptune and Libra, and it's affecting the way that it's going to teach them lessons, or it's going to affect their partnerships, be it with each other, family, or business. So this is a foundational type of lesson. But as I said before, this is something that Mr. Aquarius probably manifested. But that's not giving Sagittarius no shorts either, because once she pulled that arrow, she was meaning to hit that mark. So, you know, the bat signal might have gone up, and all the girls in the kingdom pulled back their bows, and Sagittarius said, "Stand aside, ladies. I got this one." So that's just jokes, but I'm saying this is all spiritual stuff, you know. But these are people who knew each other, I think, maybe. If not in this life, they've had previous. And that's how come when he felt the need, he put out the bat signal and she responded. I think that's what happened here. And neither of them may have intended any of that in their, you know, regular day-to-day lives. They were going about their business just like most twin flames are when this starts. But they got pulled away from the matrix. They got pulled away from the matrix, and they recognized each other, and now they are in a relationship, and I guess they are making decisions about how to balance this relationship and continue to build friendships or maintain friendships with partners, business partners. Maybe they work together. Maybe they own a business together. Or maybe one is a supervisor and the other one is a regular employee. You know, it could be some kind of challenge with rank, maybe, or age or something like that. I'm getting that. I don't know why I'm getting that. Why am I getting that? I don't know. Just talking about different challenges to relationships. Okay. So I'm just enumerated. It can be anything, but those are the ones that came to mind. So maybe there's someone out there that's not burning their fingers with the incense, and who that might be relevant to. Someone that you may work with, or someone that maybe you serve in the military or something with. Maybe the person that you're interested in is a different rank, and that's a concern of, you know, because of your, you know, pecking order, whatever they call that. Command. Line of command. So that's what is going on with these two people, these two flames. Haven't even gotten to the next set of cards. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look and see from what the how his energy is showing up, Mr. Aquarius. How his energy is showing up. And this is again from the Divine Masculine Feminine Reunited deck. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, whatever, however it can show up in a person's chart. I am not an astrologer. I just have been led to do it this way this morning. And I'm learning. I want to learn, but it's a lot. It's like getting a degree. So let's see. Aquarius, masculine energy in this relationship. Can you please share with us which energy you are showing up as in regards to this situation that's affecting your relationship and your family and your business with this Sagittarius? Here we go. You are Dionysus. See, I did want to say something about sensuality, but I was like, no, that's mostly sexuality. So this is how you coming up here, number 2, God of sensuality. Oh, you're funny. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is Achilles, God of vulnerability. So that's the part you're trying to hide, but this is how you're showing up. You're actually vulnerable, but you're trying to show up like Mac Daddy. Okay. Well, let's see what our feminine energy, Sagittarius female, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, I don't know. What she's showing up as Mary Magdalene, goddess of strength. Now, the strength card is a fire sign. Just trying to calm brother man down over here. Because you're trying to approach Mary Magdalene. Gotta laugh, folks, okay? You are really thinking that you're going to be... Okay, all right. You're the manifester. But she is working on her spirituality and trying to be strong. She's trying to show up for this relationship. She's ready to work. And she wants you to know she has her own magic. She's ready to put things together and to nourish, to offer strength to others, to offer refreshment. Her blessings, her relationship with the Creator, her special relationship, Mary Magdalene, her special relationship with her Creator is what she is bringing. That's the energy she's bringing to stand strong and to do what she needs to do in order to strengthen the relationship. So she's trying to remain strong, and she is trying to keep the relationship grounded and directed But at the same time, she is maintaining her relationship with the divine and following the instructions of the creator. And the bottom of her deck is the goddess of rage segment. So she's strong and she is not happy. And see the lines in the background? That's Leo or Sagittarius. So this is the same fire energy. So we got a lot of red going on over here. But there's also yellow, which is love, and the sun. So there's strength. But she's managing it. She's using her strength also to manage her rage. So she is using her strength to hide her rage, and he's using his sensuality to cover up his vulnerability. So they're trying to be balanced, like Libra. All right, okay, very good. Very good. Okay, Aquarius and Sagittarius, y'all trying to do your thing. So I guess he sees himself as offering tenderness and romance in order to achieve balance, because he knows the rage is simmering underneath, just as she knows that his sensuality is also his. She also knows this is vulnerability, and he's trying to hide that. So he may be using his sexuality to influence the Sagittarius in some matter, and that's why she is standing strong, because she is not about to let herself be drawn into that energy. So she's trying to maintain her piety, I guess, while he is trying to come at her. I'm getting that she knows that there's some vulnerability that she's aware of. The truth, see, that he is covering up. So he's trying to sweet talk her basically, and she knows it. Okay. Bottom line, he's coming with the sweet talk, and she's not being bitter to him because she's Mary Magdalene. She's nurturing. She's a mother, but she also has her own magic, and she's very aware of it. She has her own personal relationship with God outside of this relationship and outside of him, and she knows it, and she wants to make sure that he respects her divinity. And he's just coming at her with the best weapon he has at his disposal right now, because the emotions are cut off, are not as strong. Not that he doesn't love her, he does, but the ability to show it is a part of the vulnerability. So he's not coming at her maybe even with honesty, because he's covering up vulnerability, and she's just maintaining her position. And I don't see any sharp objects on the table, so I guess it's safe for him to proceed forward. Okay, so there's something here that is challenging their relationship, and this is the way that each of them are showing up. One as strength and the other one as sensuality. So let's see, what is the challenge to maintaining this balance? Can we get a hint at what the core issue is here for this couple? Sagittarius and Aquarius. They love each other. But he's I guess he's a little more laid back about things right now. And she is like, whatever, dude. You're testing me. Don't test me. Don't test me. That's this. Don't test me. Don't test me. Oh. Number one, codependency. I get this is about learning how to trust each other. Ah, the bottom of that deck. Boundaries. Setting up boundaries to maintain your autonomy because you're not trying to become codependent. She's feeling that he is trying to draw her into codependency with this. And she's trying to remain strong and maintain her independence. But there may be a challenge for her understanding the boundaries between trust in your partner and codependency or loss of autonomy. So Sagittarius is trying to remain strong, even though she is trying to maintain balance and harmony. She's trying to stand up for herself also. And so maybe Aquarius is being a little more, maybe he's daydreaming a little more, and Sagittarius is being a little more practical also. Maybe he's being more optimistic and she's less. Less optimistic. Oh boy. So she may be trying to, let's see, that's just what I got intuitively. Let's see what the book says about codependency. Codependency is a dysfunctional dynamic between two people that involves excessive emotional, physical, or psychological reliance. It is a byproduct of scarcity consciousness and lack mentality and is linked to a need to survive. So that's poverty-mindedness. It's a part of being human and not to be judged, but just to be acknowledged. Once we see patterns and behaviors within us and understand why they exist and what purpose our subconscious assigned these behaviors and patterns for our survival, we can begin to deprogram them and reprogram them with a higher functioning belief system. Codependency is not bad or wrong and is not something to feel shame about. Have you ever stayed in a relationship that you knew was no longer feeding your soul because of external factors? Not knowing if you have the strength to start again? Not knowing if you will have the ability to sustain your material needs if you leave? Not wanting to be alone? The reason we bring codependent tendencies into our awareness is so that we can become conscious of them to bring about change in our interactions and relationships with others so we can experience a higher love. Being in codependent relationships can inhibit opportunities for more soulful forms of love. This isn't to say that love cannot be shared in a relationship in a survival-based zone, because it can. But we are now heading in a direction that allows for more freedom and depth. So, I think it seems that the Sagittarius feminine energy or masculine energy, whoever the Sagittarius energy is in this scenario, is aware. They're trying to keep themselves from going over the edge of the codependency because maybe they know they have a tendency for that. They may even be aware that their partner has a tendency for that. Okay. And control issues, I'm hearing. That they know what the partner is trying to do by coming with the sensuality and the sexuality, but not with the love, not with the stability and the truth. Whatever it is that he's hiding, whatever the vulnerability is that he's hiding, she's upset about that. And that is, again, causing her not to want to trust him because she feels he doesn't trust her. Maybe that is, okay, maybe the reason for this reading is so that he could understand that there is trust. If you don't trust her, she's not going to trust you. And when she's talking about you not trusting her, she means you trusting her with the truth. And so if you can't give her the truth, she can't give you the trust. And if she can't give you the trust, then she is not going to allow herself to be vulnerable. She's going to remain strong and protect her long-term, significant partnerships and business and family relationships. So it's like your inability to give truth is causing her to stand up in her ego more, stand up in herself more. You're just reinforcing her fears about codependency. Okay. She's aware of codependency because she is a number one, and codependency is a number one. So she's quite aware of her vulnerability to codependency and how important it can become for her. And this one and this one add up to 2, and he is 2. She's afraid herself that she'll succumb to that again. That's why she's maintaining the strength, and that's why she's remembering to be angry at him. She wants to remember to be angry at him when he comes. Funny. Okay. She's determined to remain strong. She's trying to stand her ground on something. All right, so the last part of this deck talks about what is the remedy, what is the healing that is going to come from this lesson. This is cute. I think I like this reading. All right. Okay. Oh. We got 3 cards that fell. And you know what? I think I'm going to take them. Oh. Openness is the cure. And that's number 2, God of sensuality. He needs to learn how to open up. The next one that came is selfhood, number 8. So again, confidence in herself. And blending all sides of herself. Continuously working on her own ascension and her relationship with God. But bringing some of that, getting enough confidence in herself to trust this relationship with him. Because the more confidence that she has in herself, she'll understand how much he loves her. Even when all he's coming with is, you know, this, even when all he's presenting, even when all he's showing up with is this, and while he's still working on this, she'll benefit from understanding the love that God has for her is infinite, as is the love that she has for God, as is the love that her partner has for her. This is a love that transcends time and space. Maybe it is a fantasy, but it's not a fantasy that isn't attainable. It may not be a magic carpet ride most days. It may be more like Beauty and the Beast, right? But she studies. Just like Belle, she reads, she dreams. As does Aquarius. They both dreamt, envisioned this balance, this relationship. This is something that they both envisioned. Like I said, he manifested it, and she did at the same time, and the alchemy came. The balance is coming. The strength. The magic. For both of them. Because the last card that came in that bunch that just fell is joy. And that joy is a number 9. And we know 9 is, well, in the tarot, the 9 of cups is getting your wishes granted, right? 9 of wands is putting defending yourself, remaining stalwart, remaining, aware, but not looking for a fight, but not running from it either. But we're wanting to put that past behind you with the awareness that stuff could be going on, but you're keeping your wavelengths open. The Nine of Swords is worry, stress, right? Feeling as if you're not going to get your wishes fulfilled. So, but the Nine of Earths is Nine of Coins is independence, right? Independence, stability, knowing yourself, being comfortable and capable by yourself. But also maybe learning the joy that does come with some level of codependency and cooperation and letting yourself be vulnerable. Just got to remember to set up the boundaries. Okay? Maybe there's something that you are holding steadfast on, and that is your boundary. And maybe that is, because a boundary is a 9 also. So 9 is the ancestors. Okay, all those things that I talked about. Maybe you have been backstabbed before, and so that's why you feel like you need to hold on to this boundary. Or hold on to something that has to do with your assets, your business, your family. Openness. And Dionysus is 2. 2 and 2, right? So this is 4. So this is the foundation. This is his foundation. This is what he needs to work on. But this is an 11. Roman numerals is a 2. So this is also a 2. And this is also a 2. Yeah, it is attention that the ancestors are trying to get your attention. Okay, they're trying to make you aware of this, Aquarius. And this 1 and this 8 do add up to 9, which is Sagittarius. 9 is Sagittarius, and this 1 and this 8 add up to 9. So she's being guarded. Okay, she's being guarded by her ego. She's always relied on herself. She's always relied on herself. And that's what's at stake here. That's what's going on here. And it's saying that everything's going to be fine. There will be joy. You all will work together. But this is something that's going to be challenging you all in the coming, whenever it is that you're led to watch this. That's when you'll be able to relate to this. Okay, if you watch it now and you can't relate to it, maybe sometime in the future, the messages you'll recall the messages. It doesn't even matter, maybe as long as you recall the lesson, if there is one. Now I'm being nosy. Let's see here. King of Wands. So, fire sign energy, Aquarius. I'm sorry, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Okay, so passion, in control of their passions. So that's how Sagittarius is showing up already. All right, so let's see. Okay, and the Emperor. This could be an Aries energy, a Taurus energy. Number 4 is the foundation. And this is what's concerning her foundation. I'm hearing this has something to do with father issues. Okay, so that's part of her setting up these boundaries, fear of codependency because of father issues. She wants to control her passion and her love relationships, or how much she has up some guard, even though she's very loving, very full of love, an optimistic person. But she is uncomfortable. There's a salamander or something down here. She's not seeing it. He's looking the other way, even though I think this is Sagittarius's energy. It doesn't matter, male or female, or whomever. There's a change that's coming, and it has to do with something that has to do with a father or her own father issues or his own father issues. And then we would have, okay, Knight of Cups. All right. So perhaps she offered her love to someone before. She's offered love before. She's been in love before. There have been love offerings before. Six of Cups. And she was letting the past be the past. This is a memory for her that she had put behind her because she had already offered her love. Someone ran off and took their love. Oh, sad. So she's thinking about that. It was good. Well, she thought it was good, and someone left anyway. She was doing what she was supposed to do, as she had been raised to do, taking care of everybody, being kind. And love left anyway. So maybe that's something, Sagittarius, you've been thinking about. That's why the boundaries. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch that wanted to come out on that. All right, so right now, you want to work together. You're looking to build something. You want to collaborate with someone. You want to make plans for the future. Ah, okay. Back here. You're afraid that there's going to be a heartbreak. You're afraid it's going to put some stress on your love. Oh. You're afraid that your heartbreak is going to put a stress on your love too. Maybe there's a history between the two of you, or you have had, I heard, historically rotten. You've been through some situations that were very uncomfortable and heartbreaking, and you're bringing that forward with you. Is that what you don't want to? But this one here maybe remind you of that heartache, or was this energy this energy, something about this energy you're associated with the heartache? So there's as I said before, parental relationship, could be father issues. Or a relationship with an Aries. A Taurus. Or someone that had these kind of bossy, controlling tendencies or attitudes. Okay. There's been a lot of different male energies around you in your life that you feel did not maybe giving you a skewed vision of men or male. Okay, because maybe you had to do everything because your father left. And you had to take responsibility. You had to be the other parent, even though you weren't big enough for that. But you had to be able to deal in the marketplace. You had to be able to help with the plans. You stood up and took the role of the parent. That masculine energy comes from that also, Sagittarius. For those of you who are women, or those of you who are female, this is talking about this male energy that you carry with you because you've always felt that you had to. Because men always leave. I just heard that. So that's what you saw and that's what you believe. So you bring this heartache, distress forward. Even as you are planning or want so bad to have a partnership that you can build with someone, you're afraid of your fears interfering. Okay. So now we have Judgment. I think this is saying that the universe is going to sort this out. Because if you look at this depiction here, the horn, the sound, is being embraced or caught by the female energy. Okay? The female energy is the one that is catching the trumpet, or it's open to it. So the male, adult male energy is still looking up and like, what? What happened? What's going on? That's what's happening. So she caught this. You caught this, Sagittarius. You caught this. You became aware. You became aware of your calling before the rest of the people around you, before your divine masculine. And you knew that that was going to be the help and the healing. That you connecting to the call of spirit was going to help heal you. You recognized it. And you reached up for it rather than letting it come down. You reached up towards it when you heard it. You didn't hold back. You embraced it. Oh, shit. Good for you. And here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Happiness. Stability. The ability to take care of old people and the children and the pets and everything. Are you afraid that you're gonna be judged also? It's a new world. You're going to be able to close this cycle. To understand that all these things went into bringing you to where you are now. We've come full circle. But you're still standing alone, right? Even though you may get your happily ever after, you know, stability, relationship, old people, young people. And see, what I'm getting right now is that there is the female figure, looks kind of motherly, and this here could be a kid, teenager, young adult, and there's an old man. And then a little baby by her feet and pets. So this, to me right now, this again is an independent woman taking care of everything and everybody. But the World card is saying that this is a new chapter. You took care of your responsibilities. You stepped up to the plate. When you were little, when you were young, even after people walked away with their love, or rode away with their love, or ran away with their love, left you feeling out in the cold. Bottom of the deck, Lovers. And the 10 of Cups. Okay, wait a minute here. Let's take a look at it this way. New chapter. Feeling left out in the cold. And you are going to choose love and happiness. You're going to close this chapter you're going to close this chapter that has had you feeling like you were being left out in the cold. And choose love and happiness. So you're closing the door on focusing on material abundance you heard the call of the spirit about you having enough physical abundance to be able, you have enough material abundance to be able to close a chapter that had left you feeling out in the cold, and you find love and happiness, fulfillment, happy family, which is what you wanted to begin with. So that's why you're coming full circle. So the problem is recognizing you bringing these father issues forward. Your fear of that affecting your relationship. That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of these father issues affecting your relationship. Gotcha. Sagittarius. Twin flame, Aquarius. All right. And that's why you've set up the boundaries and fear codependency, because you got daddy issues that you don't want to take with you into this new relationship, or the relationship that you're working on with your twin flame, or relationships in general. Okay, I'm hearing that. Just in general, from now on, you want to solve this so that you could bring balance to yourself, right? You want balance. You want balance for yourself. Okay, yeah, self. Very focused on self. And you're being your best good, right? Presenting yourself and working on your relationship with the Creator, regardless of what's going on with Aquarius over here. Since okay. Since when he decides to open up and come talk to you face to face, like he knows he should, you're working on this. You're trying to understand why you attract these energies that are not stable, that you don't see as dependable in some area. Because you say, okay, you can always depend on this. But you're looking for this. Okay. All right. But you're getting what you want, Sagittarius. This is reassuring you. It's coming. It's not easy. And this is what we're talking about for the time period which you're watching this, right? So this is on its way. Love, happiness, fulfillment, abundance, happy family, happy life, happy wife. That's there for you. It's coming. Just have to, I know. Be patient. You are sick of that, I know. Okay, but you're good. You're good, all right? So, all right, so Sagittarius, what advice could we be given to you? What advice is it that you need in order to work on these? Yes. I don't know what that is. Hold on, folks. All right, good. I didn't erase it. So, what I want to do is use this new deck, Messages from the Ancestors, right? Maybe Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray and Lily Moses. All right, so these are going to be messages from spirit guides, animal guides, ancestors, angels. I just got it last week, but it worked out kind of well. And I said, well, let's see. I think that maybe we'll see how this message fills in. So let's see what advice the ancestors have to help our Sagittarius female energy here in regards to her issue, her father-related issues, family-related issues. What is it that she needs to be aware of? Who can she call on? What energies? Which ancestors, which angel, which animal spirit is going, wow, okay, this is too much. No, that's half the deck. And no, let's start all over here. Cards are beautiful. They're not gilded, but they are, and they got a matte finish, but they're pretty sturdy. Pretty sturdy. They feel good in your hands. Really do. Nice feel. But they're not coated in any way. And not gilded, so. I'm sure they probably get dog-eared. As my grandmother would call it. Dog-eared. Okay, let us make sure that we're shuffling these correctly because they are brand new. I don't want to sticking together, are you? Let's just get one message for Sagittarius. And we go. Okay. All righty. So, oh, we got 2 cards here. Oh, okay. Be brave and honest. Knight of Swords. Tell your truth. Speak your peace. Speak your heart. Speak your mind. Be comforting to yourself. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Move in a new direction, traveler. Move in a new direction. A direction of love and comfort. You may have to give up some of your comforts in order to move in this direction, but you need to be brave. So, what I'm hearing is be honest with yourself, be honest with your partner about what it is that you're fearing, about these issues that you have. All right? Be honest with them. Be honest with yourself. But be brave as you move in this new direction. Be brave. Know that you're covered. You're protected. You're loved. Well, you may have to give up a few of your comforts, but you'll have adventures. Yeah, travel, I think. Even. Yeah, traveling. So not only starting a new chapter in your life, but new adventures, a new direction. But be brave and trust. Wow, Sagittarius. Star ancestor. I know that's not the same constellation. We do? Okay. Wow. All right, so there's all kinds of different, each one, air. All right. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So listen to your ancestors' guidance. I'm going to read that from the book, that one. Follow the sky. Trust in the unknown. Put your concerns about the fathers around you. Understand that this energy has protected you and has not abandoned you, ever. Even when you were a little girl. That the Creator has always provided for you, taken care of you. And given you the masculine energy for you to draw on when you needed it. And that was also part of the protection from the Sky Father. Okay, Sagittarius. I was just talking to the person, telling them I'm doing the reading, and because that was a phone call I got, and they said that they got goosebumps when I said that And for the rest of the little bit of time that we were on the phone, she said, I still have those goosebumps. So you must be, this is something that is needed. Confirmation. So, star ancestor, listen to the messages that are coming directly from your soul. The star ancestors is a Native American term for extraterrestrial light beings who are dedicated to the healing and growth of the world. These incredible beings are divine embodiments of love who bring wisdom from the higher realms. Often people feel a sense of connectedness when you look up into the night sky and see stars. That's because they're remembering their starry connections, and those are what this card represents. The star ancestors are reminding you that you have otherworldly support and that your friends from the stars can help you if you are willing to be helped. They can support you in connecting with and following your soul's deepest calling. There's a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out here in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is no new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You're being drawn towards a role that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that's coming your way. Wow. Okay, and that was on page 77. So, Sagittarius, there's some guidance that's coming to you from Cosmos that's telling you to trust in the unknown and have faith. Follow the voice of your soul that is leading you towards your destiny, no matter who thinks it's a fantasy. Even if your masculine thinks it's a fantasy, he'll figure it out. That's not your concern. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. Father Sky is the name the Native Americans and many other indigenous tribes have given to God. So this card represents the universal powers that were masculine in energies. This card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence. The energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Father Sky personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. Yeah, this is about you and your father issues. You're a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion that you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going on and about to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle in the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. So if your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether it be the past or the present. Ashe. So, your father energy, your father issues that are at the forefront of the fears, the heartache that you're trying to avoid, your fear of being codependent is being addressed. Just follow this road that you're going down now. Follow the voice of your soul and trust that no matter what you do, no matter what you choose, however way you go, you will be supported by Father in the sky and the star ancestors. As you move into this new direction, be brave. But be honest. Speak up. All right? But be optimistic. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's new adventures for you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so Sagittarius female, trust your intuition. Listen to the guidance that you're getting from your ancestors. If go outside and look to the night sky. You know, if you can't go outside, stick your head out the window. If you can't stick your head out the window, look out the window from wherever you are. If you can make contact with the window at night, then do that. But this is not saying that things are going to be easy. All right, you see all of this thunder and lightning. So there will be trials and tribulations, as there always has been, but now you are going to be able to look at these experiences from a higher perspective because you are growing in your trust. There's nothing here saying that you haven't been trusting. That's exactly what you have been doing. That's what's gotten you through up until now. And it's being recognized. And they're telling you to continue to be brave, but speak your truth and move in a new direction and trust. And if you didn't know, now you know. You got star ancestors that are looking out for you, so you can speak to the stars. You can make a wish upon a star. But the song says, when you wish upon a star, anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Here we go with fairy tales again. But think big, use your imagination, and know that your life went this way to bring you to this place that you're in right now, in this relationship with this Aquarius. This Aquarius partner. All right, so as not to feel left out, let's see what we will do. Okay, let's use the wisdom of the oracle and see what messages we can get for our Aquarius energy over here. Number 33, chaos and conflict. So there is some communications that are very amplified that are causing some chaos for you, Aquarius. Some chaos is going on around you because of changes, because of communications that you have been having. You've been getting messages from spirit, and it is creating chaos and conflict, changes in you and the way you are showing up. You're changing the way you have always been, and it's confusing people because they don't know what that is going on underneath. After everything starts to fall away, what are you going to look like? What's it going to look like? What are we going to look like? What happened here? Oh. Imagine. Be flexible. So you are being told to be flexible and use your imagination to nobody I know. Use your imagination and be flexible. Go with this flow. Go with the communications. Be flexible. Pay attention to the messages that you're getting, Aquarius. And use your imagination. Serendipity. Number 9. 18 rather. 1 and 8 is 9. Events that you have no control over that are just the way the universe is stepping in to make sure that things happen the way they're supposed to. Number 1, yin. So this is the power of it's just telemarketers. I'm not doing this. Not today. Not right now. I want to finish this. This is good. This is what's supposed to be. This is you becoming whole. This is going to heal you so that you can find your place where you fit in and how you are showing up. It is going to be new and it is going to be different. Number 32, here and now. So this is about change, right? Because 3 and 2 is 5. That's about change. So yes, there's changes going on right now, and they want you to stay in the present. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about people's reactions. None of this that has gone on is any fault of yours or your partner's or anybody in this realm. This is what was supposed to happen as it is happening and as it has happened. Events that have just taken place to bring you to this place that you are in now. Even your failure to communicate with your feminine is part of the journey, is part of what is going. It's part of the plan for both of you. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 5 cards and 32 adds up to 5. So the 6th card adds up to 5. It's still change. 32. Wait a minute. No. I want to look at chaos and conflict 33 first. I want to know. I want you to hear at least some of that. I know this is getting long, but Whoever's supposed to see it will watch it all the way to the end, but it'll be posted. This talks about the tension of opposites and the value of chaos before order. Being at cross purposes with someone else. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere. But consider the value of chaos that serves you well, as you have become unmoored by it. So you're standing up, just letting the changes happen now. You're not even being moved. You are anchored, grounded. Scattered to the wind, you leave behind the parts of yourself that you no longer need, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal and is projected outward and is causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else or facing a storm you feel you have no way to control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation, a new perspective. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. So, you're changing, and your changes may be creating conflict and disarray in your life, in your personal 3D life. But it also says that stubbornness is keeping you in this state of opposition. You keep needing to be right, and it only serves to make the conflict last longer, and when actually the conflict itself wants to be resolved. Again, this is about the relationship. This reading is about the relationship. And so by you still holding on and not facing this conflict, you're holding up progress for yourself and for your partner and for the relationship. This is a very, very opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you, your boundaries, your selfhood. And some things are non-negotiable, which is, I guess, what's going on with your feminine. This is what she is saying, what she is not willing to negotiate about. And if that's true, there's no need to fight. Can you find your way through the stormy emotions to a higher ground? Soon the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before. For the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can come more electric and heightened and enlightened, although better than before, if you use this time constructively. So instead of trying to avoid or seduce your way around the issue at hand, whatever it is, let's work on addressing it. Being flexible here and now, using our imaginations, okay? Knowing that there's been a purpose for all of these events and embracing that, okay? Knowing that that was not part of your plan that you were conscious of. This was God's plan. You've been handed a gift. And if the people around you don't understand that, then that is not your problem. Because this is about you and your relationship with God and your purpose. You fulfilling your contract and your purpose and being an example. Maybe those who are so confounded and upset, maybe they need to learn some new tricks. Yang, this is the number one card. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity. The power to make things happen. Taking action. Manifesting. Alchemy. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into a concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition when you proceed with confidence. This card talks about a new life, and it is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There's no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny right now. It's in your hands. Circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay for you to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is a movement towards your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. Okay, so Aquarius. Have confidence and be brave enough to approach the Sagittarius right now. All right? Use your imagination. Recognize that you can leave the door open. Thanks. Recognize that these events have led you to the place that you can be in control of your life. Maybe you weren't in control of your life before. And this is the opportunity that you're being given. These events have led up to this present moment, here and now, for you to come out of your shell, change, and open yourself up to change. Open yourself up to change. This banner says you are here. You're at the top of the world. This is reminiscent of the World card that Feminine got. Both of you starting a new chapter together. Okay, understanding that this wasn't in your hands. It's just as the way you all have been called. You and this feminine energy, this Sagittarius, the two of you together. This is her destiny, and your destiny is somehow, some way to hitch your wagon to her star. Ah, shake. Well, that was good. All right, let's just. Are we good? Now, self-discipline. 41. Change. So, get hold of yourself, both of you. But that's going to be the foundation. Perseverance. Again, number 4. Self-discipline, perseverance. So focusing on your karmic completion. Number 10. Someone has been doing their work and they have completed the cycle. Bottom of the deck, forgiveness. And I got a ding. And surrender. And patience, number 2. And number 2 goes back to our Aquarius brother over here, right? That got the god of sensuality and openness. So I think what it's saying for you, brother, masculine energy, Aquarius twin, just to be open about your sensuality, your sexuality. Continue to practice self-discipline in regards to that if that's an issue. Maybe for some of you the issue is too much openness with your sensuality. And maybe that's why they're asking you to show some self-discipline. 4 and 1 is change, and that's the change that you may need. Some of you. Somebody, that was a message for somebody. But continue to do your work. Surrender. This for you both is a completion, again, of a cycle. Some karmic debt that you had that may be cleared up, because that's forgiveness. And patience and forgiveness for our Sagittarius sisters. So if we take 3 cards here, 3 cards for the masculine would be self-discipline, perseverance, and surrender to spirit, to the messages. And for the sister, for the Sagittarius, we are being given forgiveness, patience, and karmic completion. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, somebody needed to be reassured today, I guess, and that's why Spirit was urging me to come down here and do this reading. For nobody. Just the Spirit told me Aquarius and Sagittarius. This is not a requested reading by anybody but Spirit. This card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or debt from your past. This could refer to a challenging situation you have recently conquered in your life, or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront throughout the course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. This card also represents the Wheel of Fortune, where whatever goes up must also come down. As the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, you are being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and lows in your life. For it is your ability to adapt that will make your dreams come true. By stating, this too shall pass. In the face of each and every experience, you will remain centered, grounded, and stable. you have been asked to adjust to a situation and to harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of life. And you have. And these cycles have cleared you of a karmic debt from your past. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and your achievements. By continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. So, Sagittarius, I think just acknowledging and working through, owning the fact that you know now, or you're admitting, you are accepting the messages from Spirit that is telling you that a lot of the problems that you're having here, the stagnation that you may feel, reason you may be feeling alone when you maybe don't need to sometimes, is because of your father issues, and the fact that you are listening to this message or getting this message, sharing this message, any of that, paying attention to it, just clearing it up for you right away, right now, like that. Because Aquarius ain't the only manifester around here. Your aim was to get some self-healing today, or whenever you listen to this, you aim to heal yourself, Sagittarius, today. And I hope that this message helped in some way to do that. I feel like it did. For those who this resonates with, this was a purposeful exercise, I believe. But understand that this is part of the journey, are these lessons together. And maybe that's what you needed to be reminded of, both of you. And maybe Spirit knew that you all were having these challenges and wanted to add this to your arsenal. Your recipe to keep this relationship on the path that Spirit is trying to lead it towards, okay? So this is one of the lessons for Sagittarius female, dealing with father issues, Aquarius masculine energy, opening up, being flexible, giving credit to God for what God does. And stop seeing what God does as a punishment, I'm hearing. Don't see the lessons and the experiences as a punishment. Embrace them just like the feminine is doing, okay? Don't fear the judgment. Be open to the lessons of the judgment. And you can credit God, but don't blame God. You can say, I'm surrendering to the guidance that I've gotten from God, but don't take anything that has happened as a punishment. Understand it as a lesson. Okay? But there's going to be a victory. A new chapter. Just got to imagine. Be flexible. A whole new world. Magic carpet ride. And this is going to be affecting your family, your home life, your romantic relationships, your partnerships, your business partnerships. These changes, but they're the changes that are for you to do. whatever it is that you're here to do. And you have no control over it, but you're being rewarded for being obedient to the call. So, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you these messages. So whoever's drawn to this message for this couple, I hope it resonates with you. Please leave comments. Don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to this channel, and that way hit the notification bell so anytime I get these urges or whenever I upload new content, you'll be the first to know. And once you receive the notification and you watch the video, please hit the like button. That way it'll be they'll bring it further up in the algorithm, and I guess you get the notifications faster the more likes your channel has. So keep that in mind. Don't forget to like and share, okay, and make comments. All right, that helps also, all right, to bring up the algorithm. So, you know, make comments, let me know that you that these are resonating with you, and maybe if you have any questions, you can pose the questions there. Also, you can send an email to pbtarot7@gmail.com. All right, so I'm going to conclude this presentation. I hope it was of some hope and assistance to you. All right. Surrender to the completion. All right. So I'll be talking to you guys real soon and see what else it is the Spirit wants me to do this morning. All right. Thank God. Namaste. Peace.